We want to go now to Muskegon County, which is historically voted for Democrats, but this year considered a battleground.
Yeah, very much so. 13 on your sides. Callie Lichter is in Muskegon now. Callie, what are you hearing about the turnout at this point in the night?
Josh, Juliet, I have heard that this is a large turnout, and I'm actually here with the Muskegon County Clerk, Karen D. Buie, right now, and we're gonna talk some numbers. I know you have some absentee and early voting numbers for me.
We had early voting, and we had 14,437 early voters countywide. We had the consolidated site here at Marquette, and we had 9,963 early voters. So right now, the polls are closed, and we're tabulating the vote totals in the individual townships and precincts. And right now, as we speak, our early voting site is being tabulated now. So we're really excited. This has been historical. I'm so excited because this is the first time in history for Michigan that we've had early voting, and the turnout was overwhelmingly successful. So we're really grateful to our voters. We're grateful to our election inspectors and workers and everybody that took part in this amazing process.
And I know I was able to talk to you before early voting started, when early voting was just kicking off, and now we're here. And before early voting started, you said you had people knocking on the doors wanting to vote, a couple days before it even opened.
Yes. And when we did kick off our consolidated site, there were people waiting before we even opened up. And every day, up until the very last day, the 9th day, we had 1,500 people come through this consolidated site. So I'm overwhelmed. I'm thankful. There was some concern about early voting, but I think the fire caught on, and we made sure that people got out, that they felt comfortable. There were no issues in our precincts at all. Our voters were very calm and patient, and we're just really excited to see what the turnout is today for the totals, and waiting for our election results to come in.
And I'm sure you've been hearing from clerks around the county, and we were able to talk to some voters earlier today who said, even today on election day, they still had to wait an hour plus in line. So how does that, make you feel that you had this large turnout for absentee early voting and now a large turnout on the day of?
It makes me very confident in our voters' confidence in us, that they feel that their voice needs to be heard. And this is an opportunity for everyone, especially our young people, to get out and make sure that their voices are heard and that they're intricately involved in the election process. So I'm overwhelmed. I really am. I know it's probably going to be a long night, but we're ready for it. The precincts didn't report any issues. Initially this morning, because of the humidity, the rain, and what have you, some of the ballots became a little humid, and so clerks, being the problem solvers that we are, made sure that we increased the air conditioning, and everything started moving along fine. So every vote counted.
And that's great, the quick on your feet problem solving. And I know, here in the clerk's office, there's going to be, something that's starting in the next couple of minutes. Can you talk to me about kind of next steps here?
Absolutely. Our local townships and city clerks are now downloading the results from the votes, and they will be tabulating that information, putting the ballots in secure bags, and bringing them in here one by one. And so we'll be here for a little while, but once they come in, they'll bring in their V drives, all of their ballots, and once everybody is here, then our presiding judge, Judge Hoops, Kenneth Hoops, will come in. We already have our law enforcement here with us, and they will escort him back to the county building where he will secure those ballots. And then they will be picked up again on Thursday and brought here for the canvassing that begins to certify the election.
So, still quite a ways to go. The election and ballot counting, everything, and certification doesn't really stop, on election day.
Right.
But, as we wait for the ballots to come in through the door, clerks start arriving and everything, we'll check back in with you later, all about that process. So
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and we'll be live here all night here with Karen and the rest of the Muskegon County clerks. Back to you, Josh and Juliet.
All right, I'm a very excited Muskegon County Clerk
It
as the
definitely
ballots are
seems
coming
like
in.
it. Definitely seems like it.